For those of you that don't know me, you now know my nickname and my major during undergrad. I just graduated this past May, and I had the pleasure of serving in a few different offices during my time as an active brother in this chapter of Sigma Alpha Epsilon, including 2 semesters as the president of this great group. I feel so fortunate to live close enough to be able to come back and take part in great moments such as this, to help bring new men into the organization so that they may be opened up to the opportunities such as the ones that I was given during my undergraduate membership. It's great to see some familiar faces. Chad, it's good to see you, buddy. This is a surprise. I hope that you seniors have a phenomenal last semester, and I urge you to study hard, but more importantly, really give the effort to get the most out of the semester and the relationships that you build with the men around you and the ladies on this campus. Potential members, it's really nice to meet you guys. I hope that your first semester went well and that you were able to create some good habits to help carry you through these fantastic years. Joining a fraternity can be an incredible experience, but it really does take work. It adds responsibilities to your plate and pushes you into new situations and environments. I mention this because I want you to prepare yourselves. First-year students very often struggle with time management, and this experience will add weight to your agenda. Your job in college is to be student first, extracurricularly active second. I believe you guys can do that, and that you can find the motivation to persevere, but when you struggle, you better believe your brothers will be there to back you up. Be ready to make some adjustments and be even more ready to have a blast with these guys and the great things they're doing around this campus. This truly is an amazing experience and can be a life-changing one. During my time today, I want to tell you all a little bit about my experience and why I hold SAE near and dear to my heart, in hopes that I can ease some of your concerns and get you fired up about the opportunity to become a member of Sigma Alpha Epsilon. I came into Florida Southern as one of the quiet kids. I kept to myself, I eased into new friendships, I maintained a low profile in class, and I worked on analyzing my new environment before I threw myself in, or at least I tried. My roommate was exactly the opposite. All over the place, sociable as can be, really rowdy dude. And he pulled me out of my comfort zones and inspired me to open up to my surroundings and take it all in. We both ended up going through the rush process because we wanted to get involved and make some close relationships. And we both went SAE. SAE immediately stood out to me because of its values, its creed, its goals and community efforts. What it stood for was what I wanted: to be charged with growing myself into a better man, friend, and member of my community, all of which I believe I achieved through SAE. My dad told me about a year ago that he was worried about me when I went off to school. I was a very average student throughout high school and hadn't made many close friends. I was an oddball, and honestly, throughout the years, haven't gotten much shinier in that sense. But he was really worried about me during college, and that I wouldn't push myself out of my comfort zone, so I'd stay the timid guy I was. But I made a decision that surprised him, and I chased values orientation. I was fortunate enough to receive a bid from the only organization I truly wanted to be a part of. I went ahead and joined Greek life, and he tracked the character changes over the years. Every time I went home, I saw a change in the way he looked at me. I noticed conversations got progressively deeper, as he encouraged me to push back if I disagreed. I didn't really fight back when I was younger, and I found the strength to speak my mind, which is challenging in its own right. When I told my dad about the presidency, I saw pride I don't think I'd ever seen in his face. Not to say that he wasn't proud of me before, but that this was something of a different caliber. He told me that he's so thankful I decided to take the opportunity of Greek life, because it was no doubt an incredible influence on my development, turning me into the man today that he struggles to compare to the kid he sent off to college. It's so cool to look back over each given year and compare where you are now to where you were the year prior. I'm willing to bet that as you close out your undergrad experience, that happens with me. A lot of you will barely recognize the kid you were when this all started. What's so great about this experience is that you won't just recognize that change in yourselves, but also in others as you interact with them and develop alongside them. My fraternity family, my big brother Dave and my little brother JP, are 2 men I think about when I look back on these experiences. Both great in their own ways, and both significantly stronger, greater men now, having gone through this experience with the friends they did, having conversations and experiences that they had. Through the years, I've been able to be there for the best days of brothers' lives as well as some of their worst. I've supported these men and been supported by them. I've grown as a man because of some and inspired growth in others. What this boils down to is this. Membership in this fraternity and efforts in your relationships stems from a give and take. Give your time, effort, and attention to Sigma Alpha Epsilon, and it shall return to you some fantastic opportunities. Because of 4 years of interpersonal relationships and personal development, I was able to take part in leadership seminars, community outreach events, open forums and shared governance, team building, and participate as an active leader in several different areas of this campus. For an introvert who hates public speaking, I've been granted opportunities such as this to challenge myself and deliberate on things I have passion for. Something I have passion for is growth and development. And SAE has inspired me to do that by incorporating its creed. We have done this already, but active brothers and alumnus, if you would please rise. We're going to give the true gentlemen again. Potential members, we're going to take this slow. Pay attention and reflect on what this truly means. The true gentleman.
By John Walter Wayland. The true gentleman is the man whose conduct proceeds from goodwill and an acute sense of propriety, and whose self-control is equal to all emergencies. Who does not make the poor man conscious of his poverty, the obscure man of his obscurity, or any man of his inferiority or deformity. Who is himself humbled if necessity compels him to humble another. Who does not flatter wealth, cringe before power, or boast of his own possessions or achievements. Who speaks with frankness, but always with sincerity and sympathy. Whose deed follows his word. Who thinks of the rights and feelings of others rather than his own, and who appears well in any company. A man with whom honor is sacred and virtue safe.
Thanks, guys. So as I was reviewing the speech, I felt like at times it may seem a little boastful, which might be the line that I focus on for the remainder of the week. But I don't mean to appear boastful. I tell these stories and elicit these memories to highlight to you one simple truth. This experience is open to all of you, but what you get out of it relates to the effort that you choose to put in. The true gentleman highlights qualities.
Well, she's excited.
He's having a great time. The true gentleman highlights qualities of a great man, and it exists as a guideline of which we can follow. In any given day, we may not be even half of those things. So in the next day, we can reflect and set goals for the hour, day, or week ahead of us. I hope that all of you have enjoyed getting to know our brothers and that these speeches open your minds and allow you to think about what it is you're truly looking for. My hope for you is not that you choose SAE, but that you choose the organization that makes you feel welcomed and accepts you for who you are while inspiring you to be even better. My hope is that SAE has been and can continue to be that very organization for each of you as it has been for all of us. I will close by saying this. Of all my life's accomplishments, I believe I owe thanks to a few different groupings. I thank God for guiding me down this path, family for instilling morals, teachers and coaches for pushing me to work hard, friends for being influential, and SAE for making a man that all of those groups can be proud of. Thank you all so much for giving me your time, and I hope that you all take something home with you tonight and that it helps make your decision a little easier tomorrow morning. Please enjoy the rest of your evening.